Hi there, it's Tim, and today I'm here with my dad. We're in beautiful, beautiful Victoria.
It's gorgeous.
It is absolutely gorgeous here. He's come to visit for about a month, just a little bit over a month. And when he arrived, he got off the airplane, got him all set up in an Airbnb, and you found getting around town is a little bit harder. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes, a 20-minute walk down to the town was good, but I couldn't get back again. So mobility.
So I have this beautiful little Dash Moto, which I reviewed just a little while ago. And I thought today what I would do is basically we'll ride around a little bit of Victoria together. I'll ask him a bunch of questions about the Dash Moto. If you have questions about that Dash Moto, you can put those down below, and perhaps myself, I'll get in there and hopefully answer them for you. But let's start off with the obvious thing. What were your initial sort of thoughts about the Dash Moto when you first saw it?
When I first saw it, I thought it was a very cute machine.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, I think it's the orange and black is staggering, and it looks neat. It looks as if it's been designed.
How easy was it to get started with the Dash Moto?
It was very easy. I just sat on the machine. There's a start button there. There's no sound, of course. It's an electric. And then there are 3 speeds. I can select, first of all, just walk, which is about 4 clicks per hour. And as I move along, depending on space available in front of me, I can go up to cruise. Just flick of the switch. I stay away from sport. Sport is fast.
Yeah, it's a bit too
and if there are people around, I might be putting them at risk as well.
Sure.
But in cruise, I spend most of my time on cruise. It's very easy. There's a handbrake there, which I can bring on at any time. I follow the rule of the road. Mm-hmm. I stop on stop signs and so on. Sometimes I can turn right onto a bike lane and avoid a stop sign.
Which is fantastic.
It is. It's just superb mobility. And to learn how to use it, I've just backed into here. Imagine a motorbike going backwards.
Yeah, you were able to just back straight into the spot here. And one of the people asked me a question, is there a beeping noise when you put it into reverse and back up?
Negative.
No beeping noises. So
No.
You're safe with no beeping noises. Was there anything that surprised you when you first tried it out?
I think it responds well. Mm-hmm. It responds well. I just have to take this little the throttle here, and I can slow down or go faster as I please. The visual display on here is perfect. It tells me how far I've gone, how long I've been out, shows me the percentage of use and the percentage of battery left. I really use more than 18, 19, 20%. So I load it up every time I go home back to the 100%. And that's just an hour or two.
And that's just peace of mind that you know for sure that you can go wherever you want to go.
I can get anywhere in this lovely town of Victoria.
How has the scooter affected your visit here in Victoria?
It's changed it remarkably. I felt quite restricted because the condo we selected, there's a limited options, but the condo we selected is nice, but it really is 25 minutes walking from my favourite coffee store, Murch's.
Murch's.
Awesome. And so I get down to Murch's, somebody opens the door for me, and I drive straight in.
That's awesome.
I drive straight in. There's a nice little parking spot there, which is out of everybody's way. Then I'll line up for my coffee. And
breakfast and enjoy it.
That's right. So then it means I can go there any day I like. Sometimes I go there directly. Sometimes I might go around by the bridge there. I'll go over the bridge, go around for 20 minutes, and then drop into Murch's on the way back.
Get some fresh air, see the sights.
Yep.
And not worry about how much energy you have to get back to the condo.
That's
when you
right.
Finished your trip.
I went to about what would have been a 35-minute walk. You can see I've had a haircut.
Yeah, you got a haircut today.
so it was it would have been a 35-minute walk to have a haircut, and my lungs and heart really wouldn't have stood up to coming back.
Right. You'd have been stuck at the hair salon.
I'd still be at the hair salon having
Sorry, the barber.
yeah, having another haircut.
That's fabulous.
Yeah,
Fabulous.
yes. I had about 7 or 8 days before I was introduced to this machine, and I think it is just so good. It's all about mobility.
For sure, for sure. What are some of the specific situations that you've had while riding around here? You mentioned Murchie's, but maybe actually you mentioned Murchie's the other day about going up to the second floor. Explain how you did all that and navigate that with the width. Now, are you finding it wide enough? Like, you just came out of the elevator, so we took a video of you coming out of the elevator, but at Murchie's, which is just a lovely, quaint coffee shop, tea shop, and they have a second floor.
They have a second floor, and it's a very busy coffee shop.
Yeah.
And you have to line up for your coffee, and then you have to carry your little tray, silver tray, to your own table. So when I go in there, I drive in, anybody that's there opens the door for me, and I drive straight in, and I park it in a cute corner. Now, I'd like to be able to see it. I wouldn't want it to be stolen.
It's an expensive unit. You don't want it to disappear.
So while it's there, then I line up for my coffee, and I've just had a chocolate chip cookie with it, and that takes 5 minutes or so, and he's sitting there waiting for me. I then go upstairs, because downstairs is very busy, and then go upstairs and I check out, there's a vacant table, so I put my coat down on the table, and my gloves and my coffee. Then I come back and rescue him, and then I drive. There's a ramp in the store. Straight up the ramp, among all the valuable and
China. People
Yep.
are drinking their teas.
And
you can negotiate that, no problem.
And I go around the shelves, and the staff all smile, and I get round the corner. I just back it into into a parking spot right at my table.
That's fantastic.
When I finish that, I'm there for the best part of an hour. I take my tray away, as you're supposed to at Murchie's. Then I go back and drive down the ramp and straight out again.
We're just going to have to hold for a sec because we got a seaplane taking off here.
He's lovely, isn't he?
Yeah.
Red and white. There's a water taxi over there on
They're so
on
cute.
the water. Aren't they cute?
They are cute. Now, we're in Victoria, which means Victoria's springtime, which basically means the weather. The weather is going to be beautiful and sunny for a few minutes. It might rain. It might get cold. It might warm up. We never know. But with the Dash Moto, you've had an opportunity to ride it in sunshine and in rain. What are your thoughts?
Well, I have. On Saturday afternoon, I could see the black cloud was coming, and I was able to run into Murchie's coffee shop.
Shocker.
And later on, I actually felt that was so successful, I'd make a bid to go home, and I got absolutely drowned.
Buckets came down
They
today.
did, and because it was another 15 or 20 minutes later. The weather seems to change every 25 minutes. But no, I have no risks, I have no worries on this machine. It doesn't skid, the stability is sound.
Because it is a three-wheeler, how
Yeah.
safe and secure do you feel when you're riding around?
Solid.
Really? Okay.
Solid. With my heart situation, sometimes I have a slight wobble when I stand up.
Right.
I don't have that when I'm sitting down.
Right.
And so it's just a godsend to me. It looks as if I'm going to have the best part of 20 days to drive him around.
Yeah. We'd be able to continue riding around.
And it's just a super machine.
That's fantastic. It's fantastic. Now, you've had some longer rides with it. Have there been any comfort issue? Whoops.
Ooh.
On long rides, any discomfort? What's it been like for long rides?
Oh, it's been great. I don't get a backache.
It's comfortable.
It is comfortable. The only time I was ever concerned, I had quite a long ride, and I stopped on a slope. And as I wanted to leave the slope, it wouldn't move.
Oh.
And I tried to make it move, it wouldn't. It said no. That was because as I'd parked it, I'd put it into lock, and then it would go.
Right.
So it was a safety mechanism.
Right, which is kind of useful to have around.
Really useful to have around. I was just a bit dumb. It said no, don't want to go. Take off the lock.
That's fair. And how about for getting on and off it? How have you found that? Is it stable enough?
Just like sitting down on a chair.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Could be watching TV.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
I'm really impressed by the visual display on here.
It's full color.
Yeah, and it's full color, and it tells me that I'm at no risk on range at all in this city.
Which actually is what my next question is, which is, what about range? What about the battery life? What's it like to actually manage and do the charging? Is it complicated?
No, I've only been out usually for an hour or so, and I get back. Actually, I'm on the 3rd floor of a condominium block. I drive it straight into the elevator.
Takes you right up.
It takes me straight up. I drive out into my rooms. I back him up because I turn him round.
Yep.
And face the door for the next time I want it. Mm-hmm. And the charging unit is in my saddlebag. I don't usually take it with me because I like to have the saddlebag room for shopping.
Right.
But I have the charging unit available there. It's just a question of wiring here. Of course, the first thing I would do is put the wire into the main, into the AC outlet, mm-hmm. and bring it straight into the seat here to the battery charger.
And the lights go green when it's full.
And yeah, he's red to start with, and it turns green usually about an hour or so. I don't think it can overcharge. I think it's
no, it can't.
It just looks.
The BMS, the battery management system, will just shut it off.
Just shut it. So I don't worry about it. I would say I back it in. 60 seconds. I'm charging.
Perfect. Super simple.
It is super simple. Yeah.
Are there any features that you find particularly useful with this? Now, as somebody who had to review it, one of the features I found useful because I have a car was I was able to fold it all up and pop it in the trunk of the car without any issue.
Yeah.
But you don't have a car here in Victoria.
No.
And
I hadn't thought about that.
It's super easy.
Well, so I can see where it splits down at the bottom there. It's nice, solid, major front stem. I hadn't thought of a feature of putting it back in the trunk of the car, no.
Look how light it is. No, but I guess my question to you are there any features about this that you find really, really impactful? Something you kind of think, wow, that's been really, really handy. I mean, you've covered so many things.
Yeah, I like the saddlebag on the back, and on the outside of the saddlebag there's a document bag. Yep. All with zips.
So you recommend that's actually an extra. I think it's like $100, but it's really useful. What about, personally, I think if you had a basket on the front, that would be really useful.
Yeah, a basket would be good. It'd be a bit domestic though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably. If you could change or improve one thing about it, what would that be?
I think they've done a great job. I think all I'm looking for is mobility and comfort and safety. I've got all that. I'm just highly satisfied. I think it would be a good buy.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much, Dad, for coming out and doing this on a super windy day. It is sunny. I think the camera's going to blow away here, but other than that, it's been great. Any other final thoughts that you want to share with us?
I'm very, very fortunate that you happen to have this machine.
Yeah, that's right.
To coincide with my visit. I'd like to think you arranged that. I would hardly doubt it. But I'm very fortunate it was here. And I actually get up in the morning to look forward to having a ride.
Oh, it is. There's a smile on your face, right? Yeah. When you ride around electric vehicles.
We gave it a name, didn't we?
Tigger.
Tigger, that's right.
We called him T-I-double-G-R.
Name's Tigger. T-I-double-G-R.
Tigger, we called him Tigger.
I like that.
It took a while to find a name for him.
So from my dad and Tigger and I, here in Victoria, any questions, put them down below. Oh, and you know what? Dash Moto reached out to me and they said they were so happy with my review. They actually said, here, if you'd like to get a discount, so if you're interested in buying one of these, there'll be a discount link and special coupon code down below in the description. Thanks for watching.
Way to go.
Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.